Alright guys, here we are, 124 Edith, Southeast. This is going to be a video walkthrough so that you can have personal and direct sense of condition. The first thing I'm going to show you is that this fence is ready for paint. Obviously, everything that I'm going to be talking about is going to be important to get top of the market. If these things are not taken care of, you're basically selling something that needs work versus something that is ready to go and clean, and that's really the only way to get top of the market. So the fence basically needs to be totally redone or just removed. Here we are in the front. This would need to be sodded or rocked. It just has to be finished. Doesn't matter what it is, it just has to be finished. Obviously we've got grass on this side, so grass on the other side would maintain continuity. We've got some issues with the surface of the brick. This could be painted, but it might also just be sandblasted and expose the brick on the lower face is an idea. You wouldn't want to take it up the whole way, but certainly this western face has become sun-baked. Porch needs paint. Sanding, basic finish. I would probably want to paint this just to give it that fresh and shiny look. It's a lovely porch and should be brought into the situation with a nice finish. But you can see that it's just dirty. It needs a good cleaning and a good painting, and it would be much better off. Here we go into the inside. I love this hardware, by the way. So to the right is the office. The paint in here is fair. There are some details that need attending to, like this windowsill. Some of these other windowsills are blocked, so we can't see, but obviously the paint was just put onto a bad surface and it has not adhered well. The floors are lovely. The light is good. The ceiling's high, and I think this is a great room. Here we are in the entry. Of course, you remember the grand staircase. The carpet is now many years old. It is a bad color, and my recommendation would be to replace it. If you get lucky, there might be hardwood floors under it upstairs. The banister is looking a little worn. Again, this is a detail that you would attend to if you were going to try for top of the market. There's a fairly significant crack along the opening of the staircase. You can see it up there. It's just pulled away. Would need paint and filler. And of course, a lot of this lower level needs paint. Here we are in the main living room, the parlor, if you will. Condition is good. It does need paint details though. You see the necessity here. Some of this wood trim, this is an example. It generally is in pretty good shape but needs a good going through. Of course, my professional recommendation would be a thorough paint job throughout. Here we are in the formal dining room. The floors are lovely. The light is good. This is a very pleasant space. It just needs paint. Storage area, not going to worry about that right now. Moving into the kitchen, but not before we look back into this space. Okay, moving into the kitchen now. The kitchen is in good shape. The counters are starting to show their age. You see how dark the grout has become with general use. This is what color the grout was originally, and this is what color the grout is down in the usable areas. There are things that I would recommend, like recaulking the sink. Everything needs a good scrubbing if we were to be on the open market. This stove, although fine, is of course a basic sort of entry-level stove. It's fine, but it doesn't help you get top of the market. I'm going to shoot out the window here so you can see the condition of the exterior wood sill. This is ready for filler and paint. In fact, if it doesn't happen in the next couple of years, you're going to have a more serious condition issue there. All right, stepping out into the laundry room now. The tenant has actually been doing a great job with painting and planting outdoors. She's quite lovely and really loves the house. So the laundry room is fine. No problem. Gonna step out into the back. Well, I say no problem, you know, it needs paint too in some of these other areas. The green is fresh, but some of this stuff, like this shelf down here, needs a going through. Out onto the back deck here, we're starting to get some serious paint happening here. This is dry rot. In fact, I'm not going to say it's a structural problem, but I am going to say that it needs to be addressed before it becomes a structural problem. Here's a problem spot. This elm is starting to push against the house, and you can see the damage that it's causing. I love trees. I hate to see trees go. This tree needs to go before it gets any bigger, or you're going to have a real problem on your hands. You see the damage in this corner. It really needs to get addressed. This whole addition needs paint. But the backyard's lovely. All of this needs to be squared away. All right, I'm heading back in. Hall bathroom. Just needs a good cleaning and painting. Condition in here is pretty darn good. You see the example of some of the paint trim that's happened, but the paint job was incomplete in here. Now we're heading upstairs. So you can see the first thing that catches the eye is that this air conditioner drop is hammered. This needs a serious refurbish. It looks like a problem. I understand that it's a accumulated problem, but a buyer coming in here would just think that the roof is leaking and that the cooler is shut. So, into the bathroom first. The shower enclosure is in good shape. It needs a good scrubbing and some fresh grout. The vanity also needs a little grout. I'm going to head into the blue bedroom. This is a fun color and it actually is in pretty good shape. The only thing I would do in here is replace the carpet. I'm going to step across into the other bedroom. This bedroom has some more significant paint issues. Staining from either water or smoke, perhaps off the chimney or the furnace. Hard to say what is causing this, but it's pretty significant. And then of course, just general wear and tear. See a little bit of missing hardware here, no big deal. But the need for paint in this upper level is more significant than in the lower level. Moving into the master bedroom now. Again, condition is generally okay. It's time for paint and carpet. You see again on the other side of this box some serious staining. Whatever this is needs to get figured out and taken care of. A buyer will not go for this. Some pretty significant settling cracks here. And I don't know if you can see. I don't know how well you can see. The door is really not square. It's pretty significantly askew, if you will. If you look at the trim along the top edge of the door here, you can see how much wider it is here rather than here. Okay, moving into the third bedroom now. Now this bedroom's in fine shape. It just needs, you know, paint. You see some incomplete paint job up here in the corner, some tape that has popped. But generally speaking, it's pretty nice in here. Okay guys, that's it. Talk to you soon.